Hello there, everybody. I'm WaitWhat, and this will be the final episode of Yousei because I'm going to get the true end here. But first, I'm going to make sure these things stuck. No, they did not, so I'm turning all those back on and returning to the menu. We are going to get the true end, so I'm going to start a game, but I'm going to skip. You know how it goes. First option. It really doesn't matter. So, could you not take quite so many photographs? I'm kind of uncomfortable with it. And sticks his tongue out at me.
You'll get used to it eventually. Everyone does.
Yes. Skip. Now this one, I can either choose get your hands off me or lab. Sounds like fun. But since I've chosen that one already, I would love to choose again. But since I've chosen that one, get your hands off of me. I pull away from the guy holding me. David or something. You have no right to treat me this way. The young woman glares at me.
And you had no right to break in here and steal our research. I'm amazed that you actually came back.
Can I skip? Nope. I sized up 3 people in front of me. I'm pretty sure I could outrun all of them, but it's a long sprint to the door. If anyone else shows up to stop me, I'm done for. I sigh and hold up my hands. Fine, lead me to wherever this lab is and we'll talk. Just don't touch me, okay?
David, Nathan, take him in.
Yep, I can skip, so I'm gonna skip this one. I was just surprised to see that this guy looks like me. That's all. Jupiter sighs and glances briefly at the mirror set in the wall. Oh, I guess Dave and Nathan are on the other side watching me. They're probably analyzing my reactions or something.
I don't have time for this.
Skip. Look at those glasses. They match his outfit. Looking good, Gursky. Oh yeah. Skip. This one. Yeah, I was at the coffee shop.
That's not possible. Our cameras caught you.
No, they didn't, and you know it. Probably. Skip. The game crashed on me, so I had to go through it again. I don't remember if I already did this one. I think I did, but I'll do it again anyway. I just want to know that I'm not the guy in the video.
You know, the more you say it, the less trustworthy you sound.
Maybe I didn't, though. I don't know, but that was the next script. Skip. This one. Oh, well. I just heard he was supposed to arrive today, and he didn't.
It happens. His schedule is always changing, so we've learned to expect surprises.
Yeah, well, he's dead, so skip. And here, pick either option. But I kind of like the I'll wait here, because then I get to talk to Aki about everything that's going on, and it's kind of nice talking to her since we just got into a fight. And I don't know, I'm being stupid. This one. Sure, I'll wait here. Skip. Now this option, honestly, doesn't matter either. So, I may have possibly picked up something from Mr. Otten's place. Groans.
You took evidence from the crime scene.
Yes. Skip. This one, about Chance asking to be your assistant. This time we had to say, sure, I guess having extra help couldn't hurt.
Yay! We're going to have so much fun!
There's nothing fun about someone dying, accident or not.
Just trying to lighten the mood. You really are a sourpuss.
Skipping? Okay, that was it. Anyway, that's what I need to choose. So, skip. Never mind. Do you think Dr. Johansson was killed, but you don't even have an idea of who it might be?
Well, I don't want to implicate the wrong person from the start.
I'm not going to go point a finger at the first person you mention, you know. But as my assistant, don't you think you should tell me what you think?
Well, if that's the case, I guess I'm most suspicious of Kizaki.
What?
He was at the coffee shop last week, too.
Didn't we already hear this? Yep. Skip. Where were you yesterday morning between 10 and 11?
I'm not a suspect, am I?
Everyone's a suspect.
Ooh, you're taking this really seriously.
Just tell me where you were.
Fine, suspect your own assistant. If you must know, I was at work.
And we've seen it, so skip. Okay, this is different. I got Jupiter out of there and we were gonna get the printer thing, but I have the security pad. Would be nice to know the code. Chance works in the lab, right? She must know. I'm not too thrilled about playing into her detective and assistant fantasy, but it looks like this might work in my favor. I stroll through the main building, trying hard to look casual as I do. Thankfully, most prying eyes are focused on the bright yellow police tape of the bell tower nearby. Ah, morbid curiosity. You never fail. I make my way through the lounge quickly, trying hard not to make eye contact with Sean or Naoki. If at all possible, I'd rather not let anyone know what I'm doing.
Hey, partner. How's it going?
I kind of need your help with something.
I knew it! We're going to solve a mystery!
Don't get so excited. I just need you to unlock the lab for me.
Ooh, what are you looking for?
I'm kind of short on time right now. Let's get going.
No!
No?
We're supposed to be partners. You tell me what you're looking for.
Chance, we don't have time.
You're right, so you'd better hurry up and tell me. Or you could just leave now, and I can tell Jupiter you tried to sneak into the lab while she was gone.
You dirty little... Fine, I promise. I'll tell you after I get it.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Right. Let's go. Chance and I hurry to the lab, and she punches in a long string of numbers into the security pad.
I expect you'll hold to our bargain. Otherwise...
I get it. Duck in the hallway before Chance can threaten me anymore. And here's my cue. And I'm going to get this printer. You can actually watch it this time too. See how thrilling that was? Skip. Hello, Mr. Detective. Close enough. You seem cheerful.
Naturally. Tell me what sort of secret thing you discovered in the lab.
When it came to this, with the paper I found, it says to take it to anybody. So I'm wondering if she could do anything about it. I sigh.
You don't have to, but...
Yeah, I know.
So spill it already.
I found a message from Dr. Johansson telling someone they're going to be expelled.
Ooh, who is it?
I don't know yet.
Oh, that's too bad.
And that was that. I'll probably go to... screw it. Just go to the twins. For the paper, so yeah, skip. And I may as well just look into this option. Why don't we ask Detective Grishke to look into it?
Sure, if you want to do it the boring way.
If by boring you mean legal, then yes. She shrugs and hands the papers back to me.
It's probably the fastest way anyway. Go ahead and talk to him.
Apparently I'm using the Gursky method now. Okay, skip. And this is stopping me. I found this note queued in the printer.
And?
Well, it looks like it might provide a motive. Dr. Jansen was planning to expel one of his students. Problem is, he doesn't mention the student by name. There's a printout of a bunch of access times with a single ID listed, though. Aki said you might be able to help. Do you think you could convince the school office to pick it up for you? I doubt they'd let someone like me look at school records.
But if I asked, it would be a different story.
And there's that. So it's just a slightly different method of asking him. Okay. Skip. Alright, so Jupiter said she's got a lecture to teach. Aki closes her eyes and lets out a quiet breath.
Well, I just told Lee May to talk to Aaron.
That leaves Sean and Chance. Which one do you want?
I suppose I should take responsibility for my assistant.
Your what?
Chance. Long story. Don't ask.
That's fine. You take Chance and we'll talk to Sean.
Meet up at the fountain afterwards?
Sure. The twins and I enter the building and part ways at the entrance. I quickly make my way to the cafeteria.
Hey, partner!
Do you really have to call me that?
We are partners, aren't we?
I kind of regret agreeing to this.
You look pretty worn out.
Well, I thought I had a lead, but it wound up being nothing.
Would you like a coffee? I can get something for you from the cafeteria.
No, that actually sounds pretty good.
Great. Hang on a sec. I'll be right back.
She'll poison it. Be careful. Maybe not. Chance scurries off, leaving me alone with my thoughts and a group of college kids playing a board game about colonizing space. Oh wow, so this campus really isn't empty. It just seems incredibly empty. Okay. I pace back and forth, trying hard not to eavesdrop on the space colonials. Apparently, they're trading supplies with aliens now.
Kongai.
Limei approaches swiftly. She looks serious. Then again, when does she not? What's up?
We have found something.
We? You mean you and Aaron? Limei nods slowly.
He showed me his photos. He said it would help him calm down.
Can I skip? Nope. And?
Here.
Limei hands me a printout of one of the photos Aaron took yesterday. It features Naoki and I mid-sentence, acting as a convenient frame for the bell tower. Whoa. A sleek blue bike is propped against the brick wall of the bell tower. I don't remember seeing that when we found the body. Someone was there yesterday morning, right in the middle of our time window. Limei nods. That's one of the campus bikes, isn't it?
Sean could tell you for sure.
Chance pops up over my shoulder and smiles.
Is that a clue?
Maybe. I don't know. I try to hide the photo from her, but she's already seen enough.
Let me see it! It's not fair to keep your assistant in the dark like that.
Limei flinches slightly, but she makes no comment.
If it's one of the campus bikes, Sean will know for sure. His family donated them after all.
I respect your restraint, Limei.
Let's go talk to him.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
See? I told you having me around would be useful.
With a smug smile, Chance holds out a paper coffee cup to me.
Coffee and crime solving. I do it all.
Okay. Limei frowns and lifts the coffee from Chance's hands before I can take it.
Case first, drink later.
Chance giggles.
Okay, you don't have to be so bossy about it. Let's go find Sean.
Chance marches purposely towards the student lounge, and I follow closely behind. As we leave, I take a quick glance over my shoulder. Limei is calmly pouring the coffee into the garbage again. Sean greets Chance with a light kiss on the cheek.
Hey, you two. Getting along, I hope.
Of course. We just had something to ask you.
Seems like I'm in high demand. Haru and Kazaki were just here.
Well, we probably have something different to ask. I hand Sean the photo. That's one of the bikes your family donated to the campus, right? Is there any way to figure out who was using it? Sean runs his fingers through his hair nervously.
Not really. Sorry, dude.
Are you sure there's nothing you can do to help? Even just a little hint is fine.
Sean shifts his weight uncomfortably and tries not to look Chance in the eye.
Are you sure? I mean,
Trust me, it's fine.
well, it's kind of hard to tell, but I don't think this bike is one of ours. Not anymore, at least.
Not anymore?
The bikes at this school undergo a lot of abuse, so my family donates new bikes every few years. The old ones are sold to students at a heavily discounted rate.
And this is one of the older bikes.
Yes, this looks like it came from a fleet we retired 5 years ago. Whoever owns this must have bought it back then.
Wait,
What's wrong?
I know who killed Dr. Johansson.
You do?
Sean coughs uncomfortably. Whoever left the bike there must have been in the tower at the time, which means whoever owns this bike is probably the killer. And I do believe Nathan did it. Right? Wasn't it? Am I stupid? Wasn't Nathan? It was Nathan, right? Nathan did it.
Are you sure?
He's the only one who's been at the school long enough. The only person who was around to buy a bike 5 years ago was him.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
But why would he do it?
We'll ask him when we confront him about it.
Then let's get going.
Wait, both of us?
Of course! The detective can't just leave the assistant behind when confronting the culprit. Besides, you don't even know where Nathan is right now.
I bite my lip to hold back an unpleasant exclamation. She's right. Fine. Where is he?
At the lab. He always goes there to sleep after he teaches his class. He leaves the building locked, so you'll need me to open the door for you.
Okay. Let's just go. Chance pumps her fists into the air and cheers.
Yay! This is going to be fun!
Maybe. I stride across the campus, trying hard to ignore Chance's chipper giggling. I pull my phone from my pocket and select Gursky's name from my contact list.
Ooh, who are you calling?
No one, just sending a text to the police officer. It's kind of a good idea to alert the police, don't you think? Chance tries to peek over my shoulder, but I pull away from her. I dash a few paces away from her and hurriedly type out, "It's Nathan, going to lab now." Chance is watching me closely, and I suddenly feel very uneasy. I send the text and shove the phone back in my pocket before Chance can do anything else. So, let's keep going. Chance types in the code to the lab and opens the door for me. "Listen, I told that detective to meet us here. Could you stay here to let him in?"
Sure thing, partner.
Chance offers a cheerful salute. Right, I'm heading upstairs then. I tread up the stairs slowly, trying not to make any sound. I think I can hear someone moving around upstairs, but it might just be my imagination. I open the door to the sleep study room and peer in. "Nathan?" The door slams against my head, which, in turn, slams against the wall. "Ah!" Nathan leaps out from behind the door, brandishing his light sword at me. I duck his first swing and grab for him, but he lightly steps out of my reach, and this music is so not right for this moment.
How did you figure it out?
He snarls at me, keeping me at sword's length away from him. "The bike.
What about it?
You were in a hurry to meet Dr. Johansson, so you used your bike to get there." Aaron snapped a picture of it. He scowls and takes a few hurried steps down into the hallway. "What happened, Nathan? It was an accident, right?" Nathan sneers.
I pushed him. Just wanted to give him a little incentive, but he hit his head on the wall.
"And what? Did that knock him out?" Nathan looks sullen.
I didn't expect him to be so delicate.
"But why destroy his body?"
Because he was still alive, and he wouldn't listen to reason. Sorta like you.
With a sudden burst of speed, Nathan turns and races down the hallway. "Chance! Gursky!" I dash after, hoping that someone else is around. Nathan bursts out of the lab's back door and turns on me immediately. He swings wildly, but I duck his misplaced punch. The door behind me slams shut, and he punches a button on the number pad. On the other side of the door, I hear a resounding thud, followed by frantic pounding.
Kongai, what's going on?
"What did you do?"
Don't blame me. It's not my fault the sensors don't work.
He smirks.
Nah, I'm being too modest. It really is my fault.
I grab Nathan and push him against the door. "Open it!" He rolls his eyes.
Yeah, like I'm gonna do that.
I can hear Detective Gursky and Chance conferring hurriedly.
What is he talking about?
The doors are always locked, but the sensors inside are supposed to unlock them anytime someone wants to leave.
I yell over Nathan's shoulder. "I don't suppose you can turn them back on?"
I think the computer in the lab controls it?
Then let's get going.
The voices on the other side of the door fade quickly.
Nice call. Too bad I'll be gone by then.
With a sudden heave, Nathan twists from my grip. He offers me a mocking salute before turning and racing down the alleyway towards the street. I chase after him, but he quickly outpaces me.
That's more than enough, don't you think?
Aki strolls around the building, hands resting casually in her pockets. Nathan skids to a halt, and finally the music changes to match the scene.
Let me go.
Oh, you know I can't do that.
Nathan draws his sword and smashes the end against the wall. The glass shatters, leaving a pointed glass blade. He levels the fractured sword at Aki.
I will kill you.
No, you won't.
Naoki appears from the street, placing himself squarely between Nathan and Aki. Nathan glares at him.
What are you gonna do about it?
He rushes Naoki and thrusts the sword at his neck. Naoki calmly sidesteps his attack, catches Nathan's sword arm in his hand, and spins him around. Nathan stumbles towards Aki. She skips back a few paces, hands still in her pockets.
Why did you kill Dr. Johansson?
Nathan steadies himself and aims the sword at her again.
He was gonna destroy all his research! Houghton's death spooked him, and he decided to back out like a coward! That's why he came back. He wanted to get rid of it all.
With a ferocious growl, he dashes towards her, sword at the ready. She ducks his thrust, and the sword finds nothing but empty air.
Is that all?
She kicks his leg and he trips over her. He rolls onto the ground and springs back to his feet.
Of course not. But a kid like you wouldn't understand.
Maybe not. Try me.
Aki jogs backwards and leaps lightly behind Naoki.
You're a smart guy, Nathan. You know the concept of fight or flight?
Of course I do!
Nathan practically spits the words at her. Aki beams at him as if he just offered her some freshly baked cookies.
Which one are you, Nathan? Fight or flight?
She cocks her head to the side.
What do you think, Naoki?
I don't know, Aki. He was trying to run away when we found him.
Naoki's voice is steady, almost teasing.
Good point, Naoki. So why isn't he running now?
Aki nods at the path behind Nathan leading directly to the street. Nathan doesn't even bother to turn.
I think it's because we challenged him, Aki.
Oh, Naoki, he can't stand the idea of losing.
Shut up, both of you!
No.
Nathan tightens the grip on his sword, and his eyes dart back and forth as if he can't pick which one he wants to impale first. With a wild scream, Nathan raises his sword and charges towards them. The twins exchange a brief glance, and Naoki nods approvingly at Naoki. Naoki darts forward and wraps his fingers around Nathan's wrist. With a quick, decisive twist, he wrests the sword from Nathan's hand and tosses it to Aki. Nathan retaliates with a punch, but Naoki pushes his fist aside with a practiced swipe. With a well-placed kick from Naoki, Nathan doubles over and falls to his knees.
It's not fair!
He screams at Naoki, his voice laced with hatred. The door behind me bursts open. Looks like Chance fixed it. Detective Gursky races past me, pulls Nathan to his feet, and snaps a pair of handcuffs onto him before he can protest. Nathan doesn't even bother to fight back. His eyes show a mixture of defeat and rage.
Good of you to join us.
Aki smirks. Gursky rolls his eyes, but I can tell he's smiling.
You really should have run when you had the chance, Nathan.
Aki crosses her arms and leans casually against the wall.
Then you could have had at least 10 more seconds of freedom before we caught you.
It's not fair!
Nathan screams viciously. His face has lost all trace of compassion. It's almost as if something broke inside him.
Yes, I think you mentioned that already. Care to elaborate?
Johansson picked that woman over me!
Jupiter?
I should have been in charge! I'm the oldest! I'm the smartest! And then she has the gall to choose David as second in command? He never takes anything seriously!
Nathan's getting more and more worked up by the minute.
Aaron came from that second-rate school, and they welcomed him without a thought. I'm better than all of them, but they treat me like a joke.
You killed him because you wanted a higher position at school? Nathan laughs derisively.
Not school, you half-grown freak. Dragon's blood.
Detective Gursky's eyes suddenly darken.
What did you say?
Nathan glares at us.
The dragon's blood is wasted on you. All of you! She was the only one who recognized I deserved more. She said if I saved Johansson's work, I could have it.
She? Who are... A sudden knot forms in my stomach, and I turn back to the lab. Chance is nowhere to be seen. I race to the door and wave my card over the reader. As soon as I hear the beep, I yank the handle and race into the lab.
Con, where are you going?
I yell over my shoulder at the closing door. It's Chance! She's the one who set it up! I speed down the hallway and skid to a halt as Chance steps out from the main lab. She leans casually against the door and nods mockingly. She looks like she's been expecting me.
That took longer than I thought. Maybe I overestimated you.
Sorry to disappoint you.
You should be. Do you have any idea what a bore it is to babysit you?
Who are you?
You know, I wanted to kill you from the start. I probably would have if you had gotten too close.
But...
Apparently you're important, so now I have to keep you alive. Nathan would have gutted you if I gave you the chance.
You can be arrested for conspiracy, you know.
If you can catch me. And if you're wondering about your friends, they can't get in. Their cards have expired already. There may have been a little typo in the database when Sean issued them.
What is dragon's blood?
It's your blood, darling. Although I suppose yours would technically be tiger's blood.
Why does Nathan want it?
All these questions! I think you already know the answer, but you're just too afraid to say it. After all, you gave it to your sister all those years ago. It must have been quite a shock for her to wake up with a new ability like that. Oh, but you can't blame yourself for everything that happened after that. That was her choice.
Chance flicks a crumpled sheet of paper at me, and it bounces along the ground harmlessly.
Until next time.
Chance turns and strides toward the front door. Wait! I race forward and grab her wrist.
Don't touch me.
Her eyes darken, and a sudden searing pain races from my fingertips and through my body. I let out a scream as my mind clouds over with pain. I stumble back and collapse on the ground. My body convulses as I attempt to regain control of my muscles. All I can do is watch Chance stroll away from me as I lie helpless on the ground. A car pulls up and she opens the door. Sean is sitting in the driver's seat. He glances at me with an air of cool disinterest. Chance steps into the car and slams the door shut, leaving me to watch them disappear down the street. Jeez. So in other words, it's not a trilogy. There are more games that just haven't been made yet. Well, damn. And then she and Sean took off. I rubbed my head slowly, but the pounding headache from Chance isn't going away.
No idea where they went?
I barely had any idea of where I was. Whatever she did really hurt.
Please, try to relax.
What do you think I'm doing? I try not to snap at Naoki, but I still feel miserable. Lumi knowingly places her hand on mine and smiles reassuringly.
You did well. She's right. We lost Chance and Sean, but at least we caught the killer.
Yeah, I guess that's a good thing. How did you two even know where to find me?
Lee May.
She came to us after you and Chance went off together.
If not for her, Nathan would be long gone by now.
I find it hard to believe Nathan would do that. Did he really hate me that much?
Jupiter sighs and shakes her head.
If I had just known. Maybe if I had chosen him instead of David.
You can't blame yourself for his decisions.
At least we have a lead to follow now.
That's right. We still didn't manage to collect Johansson's old research.
Oh, I can help you with that.
Really?
Jupiter walks to the computer and types in a few lines.
What did you need?
Nathan said something about dragon's blood. Do you know what that is? Jupiter nods and her fingers fly across the keyboard.
As far as I know, Dr. Johansson didn't get much further than a few odd notes, but they might be useful.
Are you sure you can give this to us? Aren't they classified or something?
In Dr. Johansson's absence, I'm qualified to give the government anything I deem pertinent. That includes this.
Jupiter holds out a USB drive to Aki, but Detective Gursky snatches it from her.
Technically, I'm the only government employee here.
Oh, Miko, that's mean.
You'd be required to turn it in to me anyway. I'm just saving you the trouble.
You're an enemy of fun, you know that?
Call it what you want.
Gursky pockets the drive before Aki can protest anymore.
Well, if there's anything else I can do for you, just let me know.
I do have one strange request.
Ask.
Your rabbit, the one Lee May caught the other night. Can we have it?
I suppose it would do no harm. We're likely to be disbanded and sent to work with other people now. Why do you want it?
I guess everything that happened these past few days got me thinking. And I figure if I can extend a life, even for a little bit, then that's a good thing. Jupiter sighs.
Noble indeed, but it's not always that simple.
Maybe not, but this time it is. Jupiter unlocks the cage and lifts the rabbit out. Lima accepts it with open arms.
Thank you.
Alright, kids, I'm glad we all had great fun, but it's time to go home.
Well, there's still one more thing.
Oh?
I hold up the crumpled paper that Chance tossed to me.
A flyer for a resort? Don't tell me you need a break from this relaxing job, Con.
Cute, but no. Have a closer look. Naoki leans forward and reads the flyer's cheery message.
Come to Yamazaki Ryokan, famous for its hauntings.
You're kidding.
You know this place, Miko?
No, but Kongai does.
It's the place where we solved our first case.
So this is an invitation?
It is, and I'm going to accept it. Aki grins and pats me on the back.
Alright then, next up, Yamazaki Ryokan.
Yay! Now we have the epilogue.
Speak.
I got all Johansson's research. Happy?
Why, Detective Gursky, I'm afraid I don't understand your animosity.
You set me up. You sent those kids in because you knew I'd follow. You knew I wouldn't let them see it.
I gave them an assignment. I can hardly be blamed for your actions or your pitifully soft heart.
So I assume this is that one superior everyone keeps talking about.
Your games can't last forever. They received an invitation to Yamazaki.
So, the dragon finally makes his move. Sooner than I had expected.
What are you going to do about it?
Let it play out, of course. I think it's time for the tiger and the dragon to meet.
Ooh. Well, that was the epilogue. Now for the director's notes. In the past, the word Yousei referred to a creature that could raise the dead. The modern meaning refers to fairies, which naturally has given rise to a series of fairy-themed fan art, and official art seen to the left, which is quite awesome. It makes me happy when the sake community can have fun together, and to that end, I would like to say thank you. Thanks to our artists, Beatrice, and composer Mark for helping to build the world. Thanks to all the actors new and returning. Thanks to all the beta testers. And thanks to you, the reader, for joining us on our journey. I hope to see you again soon. Click it. Alright. Gallery. Everything. Yep. Sketches. Nice. Cool. Yep. You're awesome, May. You're pretty awesome too, Gursky. Yes, that one's a good one. Twins. With the glasses. Oh yeah. Those three. Nice. Okay. And what did I unlock for that? Anything? Nope, that was that. Alright, well, I got a music room. But yeah. Alright, so yeah, that was Yousei. I really enjoyed that, just like the other two. And I hope you did as well. Sadly, I don't have the next game in the series because I don't think it even exists yet. So, who knows when we'll be able to continue this quite fun journey. But I will play it as long as I am able to. So, until then, I'm WaitWhat, and I'll be back with something new real soon. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.